Boom. There we go. There we go. All right. First up, welcome. First Tuesday with Todd of January 23. So, first of January 23 of 2023. That's what I meant to say. Thanks for joining us. It's been a while. As you can see, we're in a new space. Is it built out? Absolutely not. Did we just get it put together in the last 15 minutes? Yeah. So, we're still trying to figure out cameras, mics, where things are going to go, how placement is. We still got stuff to put on the wall. We still have to build this. I need a monitor here so I can see your comments. And then I need another camera here so I can show you at this. So we're going to have to move some stuff around. Just if you're a little, motion sickness, remember, I will let you know before that to close your eyes. And then we're all set. Now, this edition of Tuesday with Todd, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about transfer placement, unique transfer placement. Like one of the things, like what I'm wearing here. I've got it, you get your zip up along the side. We're going to talk a few different things that we're going to do. The thing that kind of set this off was that we did a hoodie and we printed on the inside of it. So I'm going to show you how we did that, ways that you can do it, different techniques for that, because what we found out when we were testing it out and what made the most sense. It's up to you to determine what's going to make the most sense for you, but that's what we're going to talk about. So remember, when you get in here, check in. Let me know where you're from, how you're watching. Let me know what's your preferred method of decoration. Are you sublimation? Are you heat transfer vinyl? Are you screen printer? Are you embroidery? You let me know what you are. So we'll check in and see how everybody's are doing. And Barb, what's going on? Thank you for joining us from North Central Minnesota. What's up, Chuck? And hey, look, see, we're getting those all out of the way. Rachel, good afternoon to you. Facebook user, hey, so Facebook and Streamer don't always play nice together. When that happens, this is what we get. We just get Facebook user. We get FU. So the way to fix that is just head over to our YouTube side, which is fatdadlive.com. That will get you over to YouTube. When you're there, make sure, like, subscribe, ring the bell. And when we go live, you will be notified. You didn't know, we go live like 5 times a week now. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, 8:30 a.m. for morning mindset, where we set some goals for the day. General chit chat there. Tomorrow morning, big morning, I'm expecting everybody to bring 3 goals on. Their goal for 3 months, their goal for 6 months, and their goal for a year. There'll be a form where you can go in, put that information in, and then we're going to check in with everybody throughout the year on that. So tune in tomorrow morning for that. And then on Thursday, we'll do another bundle drop. We're going to do a twofer. So there'll be another Valentine's Day, another Black History Month, because we are not here next week. Next week, as soon as we're done with Tuesday with Todd next week, we were going to be out of here, getting ready, because our flight, I think we're going to be at the airport 5 in the morning, I think, on Wednesday. So it's going to be a busy week next week. And we'll talk more about that. So, like I said, get your stuff in there, do all that fun jive. Let's see who else we got in here. It worked now. Curtis, hello. Look at that. Allison, hey. Your stuff went out today. I missed the first few minutes. I knew. Because it's show season. We had this talk here today. They're like, whoa, I didn't even recognize you. So, show season from basically January through September, October, depending where we go. I stay pretty clean cut. I get my hair did. I get my toes did. I do all that. And then once October hits, I just fall off for the winter and then get back into it. So getting back in the groove of it here. Let's see. Can't wait to get my order from you later this week. We love printing for you guys. Let's see. FU probably. Yep, FU. Chuck says sublimation mostly in DTF. Awesome, Chuck. Let's see. Renee said evening from weirdly warm Chicagoland. It is warm out there. It definitely is warm out there. Lynn, hi from Pennsylvania. Let's see who else we got. Patrick, do I get to see you? I'll see you next week, right? You're going to be out in Long Beach. I'm almost positive. So let's set up let me swing by the booth and let's talk about what we can do for each other in 23. Super excited about it, because now we're going to have a studio. There's nothing on the wall yet, but it'll get there. It's a different thing for us for sure. George, I think he's either still here or he just left. We're not 100% sure because I'm in the office with the door locked. What else do we got in here? Newport, Rhode Island. The baby use all of the above. Awesome. Hey, and we do that too. We use all of the above there. And Barb, mostly embroidery, also DTF, white toner, sublimation, rhinestones, and started laser. Look at that. Barb's coming through big on all of that. Patty from Central Washington. Do you know how many Fat Dad YouTube channels there are? There's quite a few from my understanding, but there's only one Fat Dad Live. That's us. And that's why I think we're going to switch and we're getting everything moved over to this. That's part of my 3-month goal, is to get everything switched over, get the studio built out, get everything moved over to Crafting with Cash, because it's going to make everything a lot easier to search for things. It's going to be a lot easier for me to help spread the message to other people when I'm talking with vendors. Hey, yeah, we have the YouTube channel, Crafting to Cash, showing people how to take their craft to cash. That's the whole concept behind that. So that is part of our 3-month goal, and you'll hear more about that tomorrow. Sublimation and vinyl, FU, thank you, Facebook user. So, like I said, this one, it might go quick, it might not go quick. We'll see how it plays out. New setup here. We're going to try our best so you guys get to play along, because you know how that goes. We just do it live. We see what happens. What happens, happens. Things are going to screw up, but guess what? This is part of the business. You are going to have days where everything goes wrong. You're going to have days where everything goes right. I like to have those days kind of in between where stuff goes wrong, stuff goes right, but at the end of the day, nobody died, right? It's just a shirt. It's just a plaque. It's just a glass. It's just an object. Nobody got hurt, so we're good on that. Patty, mostly screen print, but a lot of DTF and HTV too. Every customer is different. Yep, cranking out champion shirts for wrestling tournament, multitasking. Way to go, Patty. Way to go. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We have got here what do we got here? What do we got here? We got a Bella Canvas hoodie, right? And with this hoodie, we're going to show you today is we're going to print some logos on the inside of the hoodie. We're going to do some stuff down the sleeve. We're going to do some stuff right here on the pocket, because these are all unique places that you can print. Down the arms, I know a lot of these places people print all the time, but a lot of people never did. They just do front, they just do back. That's it. They don't think about, hey, can I put something right here? Hey, can I kind of change the location of it? Can I put something on the shoulder? Can I put something on the side? Absolutely. Every time you touch an object, every time you close your press into it, that's a touch. That's money. So if there's a way to upcharge for that, to show, hey, we can do this, we can show you this print, we can put it here. Every time you close that, you're just creating more money for you. And it's a unique presentation. Like I said, the ones inside the hoodies really spice it up, really show some, some creativity, because it's on you. You can create it however you want. So I think without further ado, we're going to move this camera. I'm going to try and move it so you're pointing down at this. We're going to see how this plays out. And then we're going to get into showing you what we did in different edits. So if you're a little wonky donkey when cameras are moving, now's the time to close your eyes. I'll give you a little couple seconds to do that, and I'll let you know when we're good to go, because now we're going to move stuff, and it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's see how that'll go there. I put that there, and then I covered that. We should be good. Look at that, guys. Yeah, that wasn't horrible, right? Horrible. That wasn't horrible. All right. We will be going over how to measure the inside of the hoodie. Yes, Renee, you're going to love this. So first up, we got our hoodie, right? I'm going to move my mouse over here. Yes, blinged out mouse. If you're not blinging out your mouse, I don't know what you're doing. And I'm going to take off my hoodie because it is remarkably hot right here in front of this press. So we'll move that back here. All right. So first up, you got a hoodie. You're going to be mind blown on this. Mind blown. All you're going to do is you're going to take it, and you're going to take it inside out, right? Inside out. So now your hood is now on the outside, right? So now your hood's on the outside. See how it is? Now, the way that you can do this, I probably should have picked something that wasn't black on black. Let's see if I can change that real quick so you can actually see the stuff, right? We're going to put that here and there, and then we can actually see it. Yeah, that's somewhat better. That's a little better. But when you do this, let me take off the comment here. So here's what we got. You've got your hoodie, right? Here is, and I'm going to show the outline of it. There's a few things that you can do with it from this point. You can take a tape measure, a ruler, whatever it is. Once you lay this flat, actually, you know what? I'm probably going to do it. I'm going to do it right here. We're going to take you for another ride because you should be able to see a little easier if I just move it. Maybe. No. That didn't work. So, like I said, this is why you guys get to play along, right? There, that's it. So, here's how we did this when we're laying this out, you're going to lay down a ruler. Doesn't matter if you're laying it here or if you're going to lay it here. Tape measure, I don't care what it is. You want to use a quarter. You need something for a reference point of measurement. That's why a ruler works best. So you'll lay down a ruler, then you'll take a picture of it. Cha-ching, right? Cha-ching, whatever that is. This for the older crowd, this for the younger crowd. You'll understand. You'll take a picture of this, you'll import it in, and now that you have a ruler in here that says this, if this is 12 inches, you'll be able to scale it to 12 inches so you know the exact fit to this. So you'll have your pattern. Once you have one side, you're going to mirror that, and then you'll have the other side. Now, here's the issue with that. Not all hoodies are the same. So while we could make this pattern for this one, if we wanted to do, because this is a fat kid, so this is my 3X, yeah? So this is my 3X. A 2X, a 1X, a large, a medium, a small are all going to have different sizes here. So you're going to have to create different templates. Now, not all brands are made the same. So one might cut in a little bit further, one might be smaller, one might be smaller. So to do it, that can be some time-consuming thing. So while if you're using the same consistent brand all of the time, you can make a pattern, set it up, be good to go, and not have to do it. But if you're switching up brands or you're using different ones, making a pattern may not be the smartest thing there because it'll be there. Will this be available to watch later on? Absolutely. You can go over to fatdadlive.com and watch any of our videos anytime. So what we have found is, yes, while it is decent to make a template and you can do it on each one, sometimes just placing them by hand is the way to go. And that's what we're going to do right now. Now, the thing is when you're looking at this, you can do it a few different ways. Let's pull these guys out of here so that way I can have pressure. And I'm going to show you how to press DTF transfers. The easiest way that I have found to do it, what I was told worked, how it's worked for us, and we should be good on it across the board. Now, for us, let's start this side first because I've already got it over there. You get creative with this. You can do it however you want. It's your hoodie, right? You got to remember, this is going to be viewed from looking forward when the hood's up and when the hood's down. So if you can move them around, if you can move some stuff, have it backwards, upside down, or not backwards, but upside down, moved around, you'll be able to do that. And there, yeah, I was just going to decide more lighting. I know that's what we're working on. We're working on getting more lighting. I have another one I can throw here, but I promise we will get there together. So what we do is we'll create, a bunch of little transfers. Now, is this time consuming? Yes. Is it as easy as doing a full sheet and pulling it off? No, but you get a lot more control because you can move things however you want on this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move it however we want on this. So we've got a few different sizes, and that's what I like to do is a few different sizes so things just kind of match up, do it whatever. So we're going to put that guy here. We're going to put this one here. We're going to go that guy there. We're going to put one here, one there, maybe one there, one over here, something like that. Sure, why not? Why don't we put that one there? Why don't we put another one back over here? This looks like a good place for one of these. And maybe one more for good measure right there and right there, right? So there's that. Super simple, super easy to lay out. Oh, you know what I don't have? Is I don't have parchment paper. I need to run right next door real quick, grab some parchment paper. Not parchment paper, butcher's paper. That's what I had to run and get, butcher's paper. I was almost prepared all the way. But I wasn't all the way prepared. So with this, you've got it set up. Time, 3:25, 10 to 15 seconds the first press, and then we're going to cold peel and do a second press. So we're going to press this on here. Now, the way to know if your pressure is right, I should have showed you that beforehand. When we're doing, oh, wow. We use this last for sublimation, so I'm not even sure what it was set at. I should probably go and see, because I think that's about it. Maybe we'll go a little bit longer. There, we'll go a little bit longer. But when you're doing transfers and you're not sure on pressure, because you need heavy pressure with DTF transfers, we're going to time down. Whoop. Set 90 seconds. Yep, it was. So go down, homie. Why is it going up? There we go. I'm like, what's going on? Something happened, and this one, now this is our StarCraft press, and usually, I just moved. I did way too much there. I switched it to Celsius. I moved some other stuff. Let's get it down there. There we go. And this one beeps a lot, so we're going to, nope, we don't want it in Celsius. We don't want it, there we go. My fat fingers reading across the camera is never a good thing. Celsius, let's get it back to Fahrenheit, and let's get it back. The temp is fine. There we go. So you guys get to hear this, talk amongst yourself. This is all stuff I should have done, but we were using it for something else, and I just stole it out of the other room. So this is what happens, right? There we go. All right. So, right, I am setting the bomb. So when you do DTF transfers, what you're going to do is you're going to tighten this down until it is super, till you can barely close it, right? And it doesn't want to close because you want heavy pressure on it. If not, you're going to have pressing issues. So you want to go until you can barely do it. And then once it is, back it off a quarter to half a turn. That's what I have found worked for us. And so far, so good. So that's what I'm recommending if you're trying to figure out which way to do it and go from there. Have I done this both with DTF and white toner? Barb, I have not. Reason being is because I haven't done anything with white toner when it comes to a garment yet. I have DTF, so that's why. Is it something that we can do? Absolutely. Is it something we plan on doing? Yeah, we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it because white toner scares me on apparel, but we will get it figured out. Okay. So once this is cool, we're going to see how our pressure was because it wasn't the greatest. So we're going to see if this will take, and see, it is not going to take. There it goes. So yeah, we'll see. It should pull off there, but pull off. And when you have this fuzzier fleece, sometimes you're going to have issues where it'll want to peel up and come up with it because of the thickness to that. But you peel cold, and it'll just peel right off like this. And then you try not to burn your hand because, now we're getting closer over there. So let's try not to burn ourselves. Because while I think if you, then I grabbed it and tore it off. And you're going to have stuff like that because you're going fast and you're going to do a live and you're going to talk about it and you're going to do all this and you're going to not grab enough. Or you're going to not leave enough room, which is one of the keys when you're doing gang shoots on DTF is to make sure you leave yourself enough room. Make sure you leave enough room so you can cut stuff, peel stuff, whatever. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and put parchment or the butcher's paper on it. Give it another 10 seconds because 325, 15 seconds for DTF. Cold peel, then repress 10 seconds with some butcher's paper. Let that come out. And there you go. DTF transfer. Done. Cha-chow. Ready to go. All right. Now you do the other side. And now, because of that seam, we're going to move some stuff around so that way we can do it over here. And when we're going to be good to go. And I'm going to try not to spill everything and knock everything over and do that. Next week's show is we're going to talk about setting up your artwork for DTF. I know some people had some questions on the best way to do that, how to check your files, how to check to make sure that everything's good. We use Corel, so I'm going to show you that, and that's what we're going to talk about next week is artwork on it. Okay, let's see. Where is that at? And I can see FMS and everyone. Horrible. I did. You like that? You like that? You've got to say terrible in your best Charles Barkley impression. That's right. Horrible. Horrible. That's what it does. Let's see what else do we got there. The bomb is set. Dawn, thanks for stopping there. Wow, DTF needs that much pressure. God, I'm a big boy. Yeah, because you want to make sure that it really adheres to it. And what's Corey got me? They were way close together. They were way close together and hard to cut apart. Yeah, and that's why I set it all up. That's part of it right there. And that's part of the thing of having a Corey is she cuts it all apart. Well, he's the one that's having to peel them, right? And that's why this is what we're going to learn and go about. Okay, so same thing again. We're going to we're just going to lay these out here, right? We're just going to kind of put different ones in different area. Be as creative as you want. There is no right or wrong way to do this unless you don't leave enough, room. And then there is 100% a wrong way to do it because it sucks. As we just found out, it is a little bit of a pain to do. So I'm going to move that guy there. We're going to put that guy there. Let's see. One right there, one right there. That's still on here because you're going to want to make sure that wherever you're pressing is on here, tight, ready to roll. So one like that. That guy's spread apart. I think we need something else. See, and that's the thing is you can kind of get, can you have too much? Is it not enough? Do things go a different way? I don't like them to look kind of symmetrical and stuff. So yeah, I think that works right there. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Press 325, 15 seconds. And then, like I said, it is going to be a cold peel. So ways that you can do a cold peel, you can shake it. You can set it off the side. You can use a marble block. That's what some will do. But when you're doing production, you pull it off. You set it to the side. You grab the next item. You do that, and you do that. And then when you're done with everything, you flip it over, you come it back, and then you're set, ready to go. That's super simple, super easy to do. Now, the big thing is don't try and rush the process, okay? When you try and rush the process, that's when you're going to run into issues. That's when things aren't going to work right. That's when you're going to run into mistakes. That's when peels are going to go bad. And if you try and peel too early, let's see if we can do this. If you try and peel too early, it'll peel up the transfer. Let's see. We're going to try right here. You can see right there, it's peeling up the transfer. And you don't want that. So that's why you got to let it cool. Now, there is hot peel film out there. We've tried it. We did not have the best wash results with it. We didn't have the best colors with it. So it was one of those when we've got the cold peel, it's worked for us for, a year now. So, don't fix something that's not broke. Is that how that goes? So we'll get this guy cooled off in here, and then we're going to peel, and then we'll repress. Any questions, comments, concerns? Am I doing it wrong? Am I making sense? You tell me. See, boop, pull that off there. Yeah, see, I'm the one that's got to pull this. Whose dumb idea was this? Todd. I don't know, Margot, but it was Todd's dumb idea to put these closes. But see, that one doesn't want to. And if it doesn't come, don't force it. Don't force it. Let it go. Try another direction. Try another direction. Try another corner. Most everything, you're going to have 4 corners. Try a different one, right? So don't get frustrated. Like, I'm doing this live. Things go wrong. Things are going to go wrong. Let's pull this off here. So once again, I don't burn myself. And this is what I found works so far. If something comes up a little, just use your finger. Push it back down there. It's not the end of the world. The next press is going to set that in there, and you're going to be fine. So here it goes. And when it's nice and cool and everything's fine, it does come off a lot easier. But we've got it on here. We're going to put it, we're going to use the cover sheet. Oh, I forgot one. There we go. And now 10 seconds, finish that one thing, the finishing press. And so that's what we use the butcher's paper for, is for that finishing press of 10 seconds there. All right, so there we go. So that's done, right? Inside a hood, done, ready to go. And we'll show you this when we're all done, ready to rock and roll. Now, something else that you can do, which if you're doing gang sheets, there's no reason that there shouldn't be any reason that you don't think about this. And that's putting your logo inside of stuff, right? So you can have, the tag, because if you pull the tag, you need to make sure that when you do your own tags, that it has all the information. There's some legal mumbo jumbo of what it's supposed to have on here. So I'll leave that, but I would still put my information on it. So we can still take, a transfer. We can put it in here. And that looks about right there behind it. And yeah, that looks about right. And that's simple, right? Now, if you really wanted to have fun, and this is your own stuff, take your stuff and put it all over on the inside, right? You know how cool it is when you open up the jacket and you see all the pattern on the inside? It's all your pattern. You can do that, right? It's your stuff. You can do what you want with it. So pull out of here. And now somebody has this press. This is the StarCraft 15 by 15 press. We've been using it. We've used it, a little over 1,200 times now in the last year. And it's been a workhorse for us. It's not our everyday press. It's now going to be the press that we're using in here for just about every show. It's the one that, is kind of our third press when we really need to ramp up production. But as that cools off, we're going to see if we get it too early. Yep, it'll start to peel. We're going to come from this side. And there's that. So now we'll put it back on here. We just did a tag. So there you go, garment tag, ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and finish it. Questions, comments, concerns. Let me hear what you got. Next week, while we're doing this, we got 10 seconds to go. Because remember, ETF, 325 heavy pressure, first press, 15 seconds, second press, 10 seconds, same thing. Now you can go lower. We've pressed all the way down to 265 on some of our temperature sensitive products, but we had to increase the dwell time. So you're going to have to just test. That's the biggest thing when it comes to DTF. Test, 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 test. But as you can see, boom, now we got a nice little hanging tag there on the back of it for it. So super simple, super easy to do, and you're all set. Yeah, no cover. We don't have to, there's two things to it. Some people cover everything, Renee. Other people don't, Corey. For me on this, you don't need to cover on the first press. If you are, do not use a Teflon sheet to cover. The reason we don't use it, cover sheet on that first press is we want to make sure that heat is getting to the product. When you put something in between there, the barrier, a Teflon sheet for one, it's going to disperse the heat, so it's not getting the full amount of heat. So that's why we don't do it. And on the second press, we go for it. Okay. So now we've got the hood done. We've got the tag done. Now from here, we can turn this right side Fred, and then we will go from there and show you, the standard placement and things you can do with it and go from there. So one of the other things that is a fun place to do is on the arms. And I don't mean the arm, which we can do 100%, no questions asked there. What I mean is down on the wrist. So down here, right? So we've got the center point. When you're wearing this, this is your arm. So this is on the top. So if you go and you put it right here, and you do this on, pick your side, left side, right side, whatever. Right side is where most people shake hands at, some left. But then there's your information right there. Now, most of these when you press will have that center seam right here. So use it to your advantage. The center seam is roughly right there. And no two bodies are symmetrical. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It'll work. So if we come in here, and we can put, hey, look, right there. There's going to be a fat dad. We're going to put that guy right there on the edge. We've got that hanging over just a little bit. And then we'll do a head on the other side. We've got it for there. So right about there, 325, 15 seconds. And while that one, still called the cuff. That's right, the cuff, that is right there. That's what it is, the cuff. Did I remember the armhole things? I think I forgot what they were called the other day. So while that one's pressed, we got that. Now we'll go to the other arm. And same thing, only on this arm, we're going to do like a head, right? So another placement location where you can have just different, something else to do, something fun. So this one, let's go a medium-sized head. We'll go a medium-sized head, and we're going to put that guy right there. Now, if you want to see this shirt in person, make sure to come to Where are we going to next week? Impressions Expo, Long Beach. Make sure to come to that. We'll be there. We've got stuff set up, but we're glad to try and meet up with as many people as we can to it. So 3:25, 15 seconds. Pull that. All right. Now, this time should be good to go over on this guy. So now we're going to try not to screw myself up. There it is. Ta-da. That one's done. We're going to hit that with another 325 for 10 seconds. So remember, heavy pressure, 15 seconds, 325 degrees. In the first press, peel cold, then come back 325 for 10 seconds with butcher's paper, and that'll cover it, and then that'll seal it in there. A lot of people I've seen that have had issues, it's because they're not doing second pressings on things. I know people even with hot peel are going back and doing second presses because it really seems to get in the fibers and hold it a little better. So we're going to do that again on this side. So there we go. 325, 10 seconds on that second press. So far we've done the hood. We've done the cuffs on each side. Next up is, all right, we got that out of here. So another good place is on the pocket itself. And when I say on the pocket itself, I mean right here. So you can put stuff right here. You can put stuff across here. You can put it on the other side, wherever you want to. This is your shirt, right? These are just different ways to show your clients on, hey, we can do stuff right here. So for this one, we're going to put it right there. That looks good. Then we're going to come back and do the kind of same thing, but different over on the other side. Guess what? 325, 15 seconds, heavy pressure. That is how you pressed DTF. Once the beeper goes off, what do? We pull it to the side, let it cool before we peel. So on this one, that's pulled over here. Look at the camera tried to move on me because it's falling off over there. I wonder if yeah. There. We'll move that there. We'll move that right there. So now we'll do the other side. That guy's off of it. We'll do this other side. We're going to do this with a little head right there. We're going to put that guy right there. That's me. Hey, look, that's me. This, we're going to slide over to make sure that's off all the way. There it is. Ta-da, ta-da. And this is what we got. 325, 15 seconds. I'm going to beat that into your guys' head. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Heavy pressure, 15 seconds, cold peel, repress, covered for 10 seconds. So we've got this up. Here it goes. In and about that time, we're going to see what this one have over here. And there it is. Ta-da. We're going to let that one go. Now, what do? Second press with the cover sheet. 10 seconds. Really set that in there. You'll be set, ready to go. So we'll pull this here, and then I'm going to look at comments, and you're going to say, what comments do I have? What stuff can you tell me about, folks? What questions do you have? What else can we do? We're going to move this here, and I'm going to look real quick and see, because it does say that there's new comments in there. Is that a StarCraft? Yes, this press is a StarCraft press, the 15 by 15 StarCraft. I don't know if we have any more in stock. Corey, let me know in the comments if you know if we have any more in that. You want that press so bad. Well, we actually sell these presses. So here in store, we have this and the Solo cutter. You're going to see us use more of the Solo cutter this year because that's going to be in here studio. This is going to be in here in studio. So we're going to see a lot more equipment with that. If we're going to show the Graph Tech, we'll show the Solo, we'll show, I think we have the Cameo. So we're going to get more to the crafting side of things this year because not everybody, is going to go out and spend $1,500 on a press or on a cutter right away. They're not going to spend, $1,500 on a press right away. They're going to stay within their budget. That's what we did when we started off. So we're getting back to our roots and showing that stuff and the stuff that we can do and from there. So there's that one ready to go. And get that guy right there. Press that. You're very welcome, Yellow Rose, for knowledge. I'm trying to help people get over the stumbling blocks that we had when we went out. Because, when we got started, there wasn't a lot of the information. The internet wasn't a huge thing. If it was, the Facebook or not Facebook wasn't around. So it was in the forums. If you did heat press, people thought you were a fraud. You weren't a real printer. And you can run an entire business with just a heat press between DTF transfers, white toner transfers, screen printed transfers, sublimation transfers. You just get a press, we can make you money on it. Not a big deal there. Any issues selling your customers on these unique locations? Not really. The thing is people don't know, right? They're so accustomed to seeing the same stuff. Print on the front, print on the back, print on the front, print on the back. They're so used to seeing that. Maybe, an arm print or a leg print, a butt print. They're not used to seeing that because, they're not being done. When you show them, hey, we have these other print locations we can do. We can help you stand out. We can show this to add a little higher end of things. That's what it all comes down to. It's just making those samples for them to see because they don't know what they don't know. And the only way they know is when we tell them, right? That's the only way they know is when we tell them. So we've got it in pocket. We've got it there. Now we should do one on the front. Yeah, we should do one on the front. Let's do an arm print. Why I've got this stuff here. Let's go ahead and do an arm print. Arm prints are always good. The thing with arm prints is remember which arm that it's on. Because this is the left arm. If we put it on this one, when you're reading it, this is how it would read. It's upside down. So we want to make sure that it's reading right facing. When my arm is on the window of the car, that's what you want to see, is you want to see that reading there. So you want to make sure left sleeve, beginning of text, is towards the cuff. Right sleeve, it's the other way. And where do you want to place it? It's up to you. I don't care. It's your shirt. Put it. I try and go as close to the bottom as you can so it fits more in that forearm area. And this one's going to be a little higher because we've got that embellishment already there. But super simple, super easy to do. There we go. No pillow, no nothing needed. We just are able to press 325, 15 seconds, heavy pressure, and good to go. Yes, Don, no pillow. What do I need a pillow for? I'm heavy pressure in that bad boy. I don't need it. I am a rebel. So we've pulled that one out of there. Now, while we're letting that cool, on the front, everybody, you got front prints are super simple, super easy. On this one, you're going to thread it on. You're going to look here. One of the things, like this, I'm going heavy pressure. So do I really need to worry about that? No. But if you're able to get everything off there and make it as flat as possible, go for it. So with this, we've got our single press, our front one here. I have a bigger one, but I'm going to put that on the back. And then we're going to show off some other stuff. So on the front, here it is right here. Simple standard press that everybody does, right? Now, you can measure. You tell me how you measure. Are you somebody who uses your eyeballs? You break out the measuring tools. The measuring tools, to me, take forever. And a lot of them sit on three things. So you can't slide stuff around, and you're still moving it. God gave me eyeballs. They work. Here's my center point. Here's basically the center point of the shirt. You want to go 4, 3. Just don't quit putting them down on the belly, right? Bring it up a little bit more. So, my thing is not below your belly button, right? So we usually go up here. 3, 4 is where I'm at on it. And then we'll go ahead and press that. 325, 15 seconds, heavy pressure. Super simple, right? Like anybody can do this, right? Anybody can do this. Yeah, Barb says, really, that second press really sets the design in the fabric. Same goes for white toner. Yep. Okay. So while that one's there, we're going to pull this off. And what are we going to do? We're going to get back to the arm print. So while that one is waiting, arm print, pull from there. There it is. We are going to put that on there. Yeah, we'll repress it all. Whatever. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. Let's find out. So there we go. 325, 10 seconds on that second press. And then we'll be set, ready, rocky, roly. Rocky, roly. Rocky road, rocky roll. Easy enough. There it is. Done. Second press. Oh, look. See? It was all creasy crease. Now, let's go back here. And I did crease this all up, but we should be fine. We should be fine. We'll find out. See, still not there. But if I give it a quick trip, will it go? There it goes. Pull it off. There it is. That was all wonked out. And here's what we're going to do. Cover it. Go. 10 seconds. 325. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Bling, bling. Right? Here we go. And just 2 more seconds. There it is. Front's done. So, front's done. Next up, let's go back. Let's go back, forth and forth. Yeah. Back, forth and forth. Now, another place that you'll see on the back of it is at the bottom, right? So same thing. You're going to want to kind of see where that center is. And this is a big shirt. This is where things get wonky because you really can't see. So you're going to kind of use the center of the hood that's here. You're going to trace that magical line down, and it's about right there. So I've kind of got that centered. It's close. Do we want to make sure it's perfect? That's up to you. I'm doing a shirt for demo. I'm going to wear it. Why? Because if it's a little off, so am I. So I'm not terribly concerned about it. So we got that. So we'll place down here at the bottom. We're going to find where that thing is. Okay, it's right there. We've got that runs all the way across the bottom. So we know we're somewhat straight, because you can't always go by these because they're not always the same, right? They go like this. They don't, they're not always perfectly straight. So here we go. 3:25, 15 seconds. And then we'll put a big guy on the back. And then we'll see what else we have. We'll see what else we have. We'll probably do the outside of the hood too. So here we go. There's that. Let's slide this forward. Move that guy. Now, when it comes to the back of a hoodie, you got to remember when you're decorating it, where is that hood going to fall? If you go too far up, even when that hood is just normal, it's going to block that stuff there. So try and stay more in the center area. So, try, 6-8 inches down. So right there is where it looks like. We're going to go with it. We're going to put the big head on here. Big head Todd. Hey, big head Todd. Yeah, that makes me laugh. So there's that guy. Let's put him on here. 3:25, 15 seconds. Heavy pressure. This all are recommendations for when using DTF transfers, which is pretty standard across the board. Pressure always seems to be the biggest thing that throws people off. So we'll bring that back up here. We should be able to pull this off. We'll see how we did. Nope. So she's still hot. We'll see how it goes when it cools off. Let me check your comments. What have I missed anything in there? I received the DTF bundle I won the other day. Awesome. Glad you loved it. I love that the sleeves done with the hoods. Me too. Oh, I didn't think of that. See, glad we were here. Jerry, FU, good to see you, Jerry. Right? I didn't even think about the sleeves on the tip. I didn't ever think about the sleeve out the window tip. The window tip? How long? That's right. See, we're getting there. 3 fingers. I use a measuring square and measuring tools, T-square, and sometimes eyeball. The T-square, that got irritating so quick for me. So I was done with it. I'm like, I'm done. I always second press. Peace of mind is worth a few seconds. Absolutely. Thanks. I'm glad we could get you some tips in here. All right. So let's see if we got this one ready to go. Ooh, no. So we might have to repress this one because it looks like it's going to try and, no, I think we got it. There it goes. Ooh, yep. And this is a pressure issue. See when it does that? So when it does that, here you go. Just pull from the other side. Make sure stuff's sitting down. You're going to have issues, man. I'm telling you, nothing is perfect. There we go. So second press, 3:25, 10 seconds, covered, set, ready to roll. Here we go. It's going to pull off here and ta-da. Good on that one. Now let's go with the big one. Let's go with the big one. Let's go with the big guy. We'll see if the big guy is ready to go. Big guy ready to go. Big guy ready to go. So we got the big guy on here. Big guy. Hi, big guy. Hi guy. I used to look like you. Then I had like lots of kids. That beautiful hair. It's awesome. And then kids just ruined it for me. I mean, the experiences are beautiful. I love them. I wouldn't change them or that. So now, there's that one. 10 seconds off there. And I need a drink. Okay. So, let's look at what we've done so far. We've done the inside of the hood, right? We've done the tag, right? We've done the sleeves, the cuffs, the front shirt, the back of the shirt, the bottom of the shirt. What am I missing? Can anybody tell me a place that I'm missing? And then we'll see if you get there. I use the armpit. Why not? If you want to use the armpit, go for it. She was saying so that the lettering is the right way when it's hanging out the window. Oh, yeah. And that was right there. Yeah, because when you're driving, it's right there. You don't want it, you don't want it there. So that's why we do it that way. All right. So what am I missing? You know what I'm missing? We're going to try this because I haven't done this way before when we have two in here. So I'm going to press this, close. We're going to put some stuff on the hood. We're going to see how it turns out. It could turn out these other things in here could get stuck together. It's my first time doing this, but I haven't decorated the hood. So why not, right? Why not decorate the hood? Why not make sure their strings are out of the way? Put the hood on here. Remember, if this is something you like, subscribe. We're gonna back to doing these every week. We're gonna do our best to stick with that schedule. Things got crazy in the fourth quarter last year, so that's why we took a little break from it. But as the studio gets built, you're gonna see all of that. You're gonna see the shelves behind us that get built and have all the fun stuff on it. Now, should I single one or should I do a bunch? You guys tell me in the comments, single one or a bunch? Which way should we go with it? Drinking a beer. I would be down with that. Pocket cuff, yeah. Front top of hood. Ooh, yeah. Teflon sheet. No, we're just going to go for it. Pocket. Let's see. Pocket on the front bottom near the cuff. Pocket on the front bottom of the sleeve near the cuff. Don't we already have that? Near the column? On the pocket on both sides, didn't we do that? We did that, right? We did those, right? Right here. Is that what we're talking? Whatever. I'm not gonna. What's that Teflon? We're not gonna do that. I just knocked all of these over. How awesome is that? Corey will love picking that up tomorrow. Don't tell her about that. My bifocals throw me off sometimes. I'm just trying to eyeball without measuring. Just close an eye, right? So are you using both layers or wrapping it under? It depends. Some of them I've threaded it through, and other ones I've just laid it flat with it. Teflon is pressing. Where's that? Teflon is in the pressing room in the drawer. Yeah, whatever. We're not going to mess with that. We're not going to mess with that at all. Okay. So hood, what do you think? Should we go a single one, or should we do a bunch of them? You tell me what you think, which way we should go. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try and pick up my mess that I dropped everything on the floor here and knocked it all over because I'm a messy guy. And I'm going to try not to make a mess for Corey because she doesn't deserve that, especially one time in here already, and I'm already making a mess. So, note, Corey, we do need a trash can in this room. All right. Barb says, Barb, I think I would put either butcher paper or Teflon sheet on the inside of the hood to keep the designs from sticking. We're going to find out if they stick right now, Barb. That's what we're going to do. So we are going to go. We're going to go move this so I don't make a huge mess. We're going to put this here, and we're going to move this guy here, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Can we press on the outside of a hood with no protection? So we're just going to do it with no protection. What's the worst that can happen, right? I mean, it's not like you can make a baby with no protection. It's going to get stuck together. We will see. This is where testing comes in. Now, should we do one right here? Or do we want to do different ones? I'd like to see verbiage in a straight line by the pull strings. So are you talking right like that? One right there. We can do that. Why not, right? Why not? Let's get this guy right here. And this one's going to go this way. We're going to see how that plays out because we're going to get this hanging off the edge. We're going to throw that guy in there. Let's do a couple of them. What's going to be the worst thing that happens, right? That it's not going to stick, that it's going to be a mess, that it's going to go all over, that it's going to stick together, whatever, right? Whatever. Actually, we're going to go with the big one right here. That way I can put some little ones all throughout here. That I think we could use a medium one right there. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see what happens. Wish us luck. Cross your fingers. Here we go. Nothing, no protection at all. I mean, you can do it for 15 seconds without protection, not have to worry about anything, right? I mean, right? I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out right now if we can do it. Here we go. There it is. Let's see. Inside. No sticking at all. Look at that. Those are right on top of each other. Didn't stick at all. So didn't have to worry about a thing with that. Now, let's go ahead and do the other side. We're gonna do the other side. We're gonna get a little crazy, and we're not even gonna mess with that other side. We're just gonna do it right here, and we're just gonna go. We're not gonna let that side cool off. We're gonna do it after the fact. We're gonna do that same thing. This one, we're gonna move it here and have it a little crazy talk. Oh, what am I doing? What's wrong? What is he thinking? What is this guy telling us to do? Oh, see, I ran out of big ones. So that's what she said. We're just going to have to use the little guys. It's not the size. It's the placement that counts, or at least I've never been told that. But I heard others have heard that before. I have not. My stuff works in there. So right there. There it is. Let's just press and go. Oh, look, that one tried moving on us. Tried moving. So we're going to get this and go over there. Bigger verbiage that will transcend the seam at the top. Oh, yeah. You could totally do that right along everything around that outside. Absolutely. That's where it all comes down to measuring it and see what it is. Boom. Okay. So now we're going to let that cool off. No protection. Yeah, he's married with children. I'm shooting blanks now, man. I can party with the best of them and not have to worry about it. On the hood front along the edge, a double of the logo back to back would be good, so you can read it up and down. Absolutely. See, Barb, you're thinking outside the box. That's what the great thing about this is. It allows you to get creative. You're not seeing stuff that you're used to seeing, so we're able to do it however we want. All right, so we're going to see if I can pull these guys. Start it here at the top. Yep, that one's good. Let's see. Yep, that one's good. 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 That one's good. That one's good. This is the one that scares me. This is the one that scares me because it's right on the edge. Nope. So that one didn't get enough. That guy did not get enough in there. So we're gonna make him. We're gonna pull this guy to the edge here. We're just gonna press him. So I was kind of wondering. Oh, we got some other stuff that's stuck there. It'll be good for now. We'll give him that, that 10-second or extra press. Now let's see how this side is looking. And then we'll go back to that other side. So, yep, good. 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 Oh, let's see. This guy. That's where it is. These are not. That one. That one did pretty decent. Right there, it didn't. Right there, it didn't. Right there, it didn't. So let's whack it again. Let's whack that guy again. Let's whack him. Let's give him some more heat and some more pressure. And we're going to see it there. So we've just created $1,000 hoodie with all those transfers in time. Well, this is when you think about it. All of this in here is maybe 2 feet of transfer material. So, if you're buying the gang sheets, not a whole lot. And this is for you, but look at the value adding that you're doing. You're going to, of course, charge accordingly, right? How long can you do it? If us is $2 a minute and we've been doing this for an hour, that's $120, right? Because that's what labor accounts for. There, that side's good. Come on, baby. Everybody else played along. Why won't you go to your home? Don't you know you're home? I told you you're home. All right. There it is. So now we've got this on here. We're going to do a second press. And then we'll show it off. And man, look at that. That was a quick hour. Your North Street Airline, right? Why not? Why not? Here we go. This one, second press, 325, 10 seconds. And just for good measure, we're going to do the other side, even though it's already been pressed because, it was underneath there at the same time. And then we'll show it off, right? We'll show it off. You'll be able to see it. I just made a mess again. So I will make sure to clean up the mess before I do this. Now, the big question will be, will I make it home? The vehicle I am driving today has every light on. It has no fuel. The brakes are out. We're going to do our best to drive safe and make it home in one piece. So I will let people know. Here we go. That's that. All right. There it is. There it is. So now I'll go ahead and put this on. We'll move the camera. You'll be able to see everything. You'll be able to see the fun thing that we created tonight here using DTF transfer. So we're going to move the camera. So remember, if whatever stuff makes you weirded out, it's going to happen right now because I need to move the camera. So there's the camera that's moved. There it is. We'll bring this guy up there. Bring it right there. Okay, so start with front press. That's where everybody knows. Then we have our pockets. So we have pocket right there, pocket right there. Oh, while we're at it, guess what? And when we're on our sleeve, there it is. There it is on that. Now, I should have moved this and had a little more there, but there it is on that sleeve. There it is on the cuff. There it is in the hood. So there, you can see inside the hood. It's in there. There it is on the hood. Ta-da. Now on the back, there it is there. Oh, we could have put one right back there. That's where we could have put one, right there. And then on the back and the bottom. So overall, there it is. DTF transfers, wherever you want to use them, wherever you want to see them, we are good to go with it. What do you think? How did that work for you? Let me know. Ooh, Cindy, that's like the halfway place, right? You can rescue me. Qdoba. No, that's only like a block away. I was thinking that other place, Chipotle. That would be the halfway point over there. So, Barb, that's what we did the original one on is glitter film. I actually had glitter that we were going to do. I just ran out of time. To get them all cut apart. But we can definitely show one of those on it, right? Get home safe. That's what we're going to do. So how would you print a straight line verbiage by the pull string half and half on the hood laid? Good question. This is how I would do it. There's a seam, right? We're gonna show you. So you've got your center seam on the hoodie, right? Because that's how it holds right there. So I would measure here to here, and I'd put it right up to there. I'd create a space, and then boom, do it on the other side. So you can read it where it's right reading here. Do you want it to come back down the other side, or if you want them both to go up the side? So that's how I would do that right there. Super simple, super easy. All right. Any other questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap this up? We remember tomorrow morning mindset. This is here. Hi guys. Morning mindset. Oh wow, that's all kinds of crazy. Tiny droppers coming out. Let's get that taken care of. Tomorrow morning mindset, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Get in here for that. We need 3 goals out of you. Your 3-month goal, your 6-month goal, and your 1-year goal. We put those in a spreadsheet. We're going to talk about those monthly to keep everybody on track for it. Then Thursday, we've got another bundle drop at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. There'll also be a discount code that goes along with that. And then Friday, we've got another morning mindset. Next Tuesday, that one is going to be for Tuesday with Todd. It's going to be setting up artwork for DTF transfers using Corel. Now, when we go to the trade show, we're going to see what kind of new fun information we have. So the show after that is going to be our recap of the show because that one, I think, is going to be done at the home office. Reason being is because Corey will be in Punta Cana. Then we have a week of regular scheduled program. And then the next week, we'll be off because we'll be in Vegas for the APA show. So that's kind of how the rest of this goes out from it right there. You just changed the way I design items. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully that's a good thing. Remember, when you're ordering those gang sheets, if you do little 1-inch circles that have your logo on it, things like that, just make sure you leave enough space to cut around them. But those are great for the inside of things. That way people know where it came from. You're not blasting your logo all over their stuff. It's on the inside, so nobody's going to see it except them when they're looking at it. So I think that's a good thing there. All right. Anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap this up? I'll keep it open for a little while I take a sip. And then we'll look and see. If not, we'll wrap it up and we'll get out of here. And I think we got all the information. I think we got all the questions. Remember, you can find us online at fatdadwholesale.com. You can find us at fatdadcustomdesigns.com. If you're local to the area, you can stop by our shop and see us as well. Transfer printing right now, 3 to 5 business days, closer to 3 days right now. But we have been getting a lot of rush orders. And that's why we're 3 to 5 business days, because I don't think we've had a day in the last 6-7 weeks where there hasn't been rush orders that came in. And there's 2-day rush orders. There's the next day rush order, and then there's the same day as long as it's placed by 10 a.m. So rush orders always go first, and then we go into production there. So most production is 3 days, but hey, today, 2 of the quotes that we gave out was a 500 foot and 750 feet. One of the other jobs that we printed today was a 320 feet. So, it's one of those where when jobs come in, that's why we say 3 to 5 days. I'm not one to over-promise and under-deliver. I'd rather under-promise and over-deliver. If I say 3 to 5 days and your stuff ships out in 2, hey, guess what? But if it doesn't ship out to 3 to 5, you know what you're getting into. There's also rush options available for shipping too. So if you place an order before 10 a.m. and you want same day print, it's a 50% rush fee. You can choose overnight, which usually is a $25 upcharge to whatever your shipping was, and then we can have them to you the next day. If you're here local, you can pick those up too, but they have to be by 10. Now, next week, we're going to do everything in our power. If I've got to stay late on Tuesday to get everything printed, then that's what we're going to do. But anything that is ordered after 10 a.m. on Tuesday will not be processed until we get back in that following Monday. So plan accordingly for that. There's going to be posts. There's going to be pop-ups. So everything's there. But be on the lookout. There may be a code because you have to wait there. Because technically 3 to 5 business days, we were still going to fall within that, because when we get back in town, that's what it's all going to be, is print. And the way that orders came in. So somebody ordered on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. That's 4. We say 3 to 5 business days. Your stuff was still going out within that normal scheduled time. There just won't be any rush jobs. So keep that in mind when you're trying to place your order and look for it from there. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. The great DTF service, 300 feet. Now that's a big job. Yeah, it's just a tad over 300 feet. And then another one that looks like that one's going through is 750. And then another one is 500. So, when you look at, we can roughly print, depending on it, safely 40 to 60. So let's call it 50 feet an hour. So, a 500 foot job is 10 hours of printing. That's why we say 3 to 5 days on things. And the other thing is, when we head out to impressions, maybe we'll be looking at other machines. Maybe another one will be showing up. We are pretty sure that we have the 24-inch dryer, a decent one coming now. Once we get out to Long Beach, we're going to talk with our good friends over at DTF2U. It sounds like they have one down at their shop that's local to us that we can go pick up. And they've got containers coming in, so we want to go down to that. They've got a training center that's down there. We want to go down and visit that in February. And if we can just pick up a wider dryer so we can do the 22-inch sheets, then that's the plan for it right there. Time to make enchiladas. Have a great night, everyone. See you tomorrow morning. That's right. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Glad I placed my order already. Yeah, and that's the thing. Orders come the order they replace. So if you place your orders before that, those always go. We go in the way that orders work. Whoever does same day, they go first, then next day, then 2 day, and then regular production. So rush jobs always go first, and then it's the order of the jobs the way they came in. So if you placed your order and you were before the 500-foot one, your order is going to get printed before the 500-foot one. If it was after, it's getting after. There's no skipping the line unless you're paying for it. So the rush services, that's where those come in at. And if you're always unsure, you can always do the request a quote and say, hey, does this work? Does this not work? And that's what we're going to talk about next week, is the best way to lay out sheets, the proper things to look for when building gang sheets, the amount of cut space that you're going to want between it, the difference between just grabbing an image and a PNG. We're going to show you, here's one with a background, without, because there are still a lot of newbies out there that are just getting started in it that don't know, hey, I just can't use this image. The customer sent me this and this is what they have. Well, this is what it'll look like. So, we'll go over all that next week on Tuesday with Todd. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow morning Mindset, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure, like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, because, hey, every little bit helps for it. And we love doing all that. All right. You guys have an amazing day, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Peace, love, press on. See ya.